Hello, welcome to Around the House with Kay and Tom, and today we're going to cook us up some spaghetti here, but we're going to do it a little bit different. Now this is whole grain spaghetti. It says an excellent source of fiber, so you know, if you need fiber, that'd be the way to go, I guess. So anyway, and I'm going to use, instead of ground beef, I'm going to use this bison here. I got had it froze. I got it at Sam's Club, I think. Put these packs in my chamber vacuum sealer and sealed them up. And I'm going to use some a small can here of Rotel tomatoes. I'm going to use a can of this Hunt's diced roasted garlic tomatoes. I'm going to use this jar of ragu spaghetti sauce. I was going to tell you how much it is. 45-ounce bottle. And then I've got this jar of Parmesan cheese here grated up. And I'm going to put some veggies in it in a second, and I'll show you that too. They're in the freezer, and I don't want to thaw them out too early, so I'll bring them out in a second. So let's get started with it. This ought to be good. Oh, I got a little bit of olive oil I'm going to put down in this Ninja FOODi DELUXE here and get started. I'm going to take 2 teaspoons of this oil and put that in there just to help with this bison a little bit. Okay, now like I said, I'm going to pour me a couple of teaspoons of, this is olive oil, by the way, down in here. There you go. A little bit more, just like that. And now I haven't turned the pot on yet because I don't know how true it is, but I've been told that the meat breaks up better and smaller pieces if you don't turn the heat on before you put the meat in the pot. So I'm going to wait till I get it in there and then turn on the sear saute button. Well, that's nice and juicy and red right there now. I don't know if y'all can tell that or not, but I'll tell you what, it really helps. And see, I've not had this long, and so it really helps, you know, if you any kind of sealer, vacuum sealer bag you got, you know, it helps if you go ahead and put your stuff in there like that and seal it up. Because it's just an extra added protection that way, you know. And so that makes it last longer and look fresher and all this good stuff. If I can get it open. There we go now. We'll dump it right down here in this pot. That looks great. Now I'm going to turn the power on this Ninja FOODi DELUXE here, and go over here and hit sear saute. Take your selector knob and just come down to sear saute. It's on high, and you just have to hit the start button. Don't forget to hit the start button, because if you do, it's just going to sit there and do nothing. So now we've got that going, and so let me let you look down in the pot. Now we'll be back in a couple minutes when that starts heating up and we start breaking it up. Okay, now this is starting to break up and brown up real good here. Looking good, smelling good. Alright, we'll be back to that in a minute or two. In the meantime, we're going to get over here and take our Pick Sweet Farms 3 peppers and onion blend. We're going to open this up. So we're going to put about 1.5 cups down here in this Pyrex measuring cup. just a little bit over, it's alright, or a little bit under, I guess, be okay. Now, as soon as we get finished browning this stuff over here, we're going to dump this right in on top of it. Okay, now this is about all browned up here. There's a little bit of pink left in it, but it doesn't matter after it gets cooking there. And you see how it broke up into these small pieces like this? That's what they say happens when you put it in there and just when the pot's cold and turn it on. Now we'll take and dump these veggies down in here. Make sure you get them all out. Now, mix all these up real good. Starting to look like a plan, doesn't it? Okay, now that's all mixed up pretty good and everything is browned, and so I'm just going to turn this off and let it sit here for a second while we get our other ingredients ready here. I'm just going to turn the power off on the FOODi Deluxe here. Make sure all that none of it burn on the bottom. Oh yeah, it looks nice. That looks good. Okay, now I've got this pound box here, 16 ounces of this thin spaghetti, whole grain spaghetti. So I'm going to take a little bit out of it at a time and break it and put it down in this pot. And I just take a little bit out like that. I'm just going to try to break it in two right here. Get over close to the pot as I can so it don't go everywhere. And now you just want to spread this out. You don't want to just lay it all down in there, because if you just lay it all down in there on top of each other the way I got it in my hand, you're going to more than likely have a big glob of pasta when you open the pot. When you're ready to eat spaghetti, you're going to have a big glob of pasta there. And so just separate your pasta. By the way, this pot's very hot, so don't touch it any more than you have to. So, because every time you touch it, it makes you jump a little bit. So, you know, just spread it out about like a bird cage there, you know, I mean a bird nest. You know, just all jumbled up. Don't let them blow up together, whatever you do. Alright, we're going to get the rest of this in here and then we'll be back. Now, next thing we're going to do is pour this ragu spaghetti sauce down in here. And we'll go, let's say to get it close to the edge as you can. That way it seeps down to the bottom better. Alright, now I've done that. Now I've got me a little bit of, I've got me a cup and a half of better than bouillon here mixed up. I'll put a little bit down in this jar. I'm going to put the top on it. Shake it up pretty good. Then you pour it down in there. And it helps get all the rest of that stuff out of there for you. You know, so now we'll go ahead and dump this other cup and a half of better than bouillon down in there. This is beef, by the way. Alright. Now we'll put some of this Hunt's diced tomatoes in there with roasted garlic. Next, we'll take this can of Rotel tomatoes and put them in here. Oh boy, this is gonna be some good spaghetti right here. People will come from miles around to eat this spaghetti if you'll let them. Okay, now a little tip. The last few times I've done this, well, not the last few times, but a couple of times I've done this, and then my seal wouldn't seal real good right here. And so it's either, I don't know what it is. But anyway, I ordered me some new ones for it. And it's nothing to put the new ones in, because you just pull it up like this. And see, it comes out awful easy, you know. I mean, there's just nothing to it coming out. And so, like I said, I got me some new ones for it. Yeah, if I remember where I put them. Now they come in a set of 3, and this one's blue here, and we'll put down in here. You just put it down in here. Now stick it back in there like that. You can go all the way around with it. Make sure it's down in there really good, because if it's not in there real good, when you get ready to put this top on your pot, it's not going to seal up. And when you see steam coming up around the sides here on your top, you know that something's wrong. And when you order them, make sure that you specify it's either for the Ninja FOODi or for the Instant Pot, because they will not interchange. So if you order them by mistake, you just gonna have to wind up taking the time to send them back and all that stuff. So make sure when you order, you're ordering for the right cooker. You know, so now this bad boy ought to seal right up real good. So next you want to put your lid on, and you know, of course, you line your arrows up here in the middle, and yeah, I can tell that's a new seal already because it feels sort of snug, you know. But that goes on perfect like that. All right, come back here and make sure your valve is turned over to seal and not vent. And then you come over here and you turn on the power. You come up here and you put your selector knob on pressure. That's on high automatically. And it's on 10 minutes. We don't want 10 minutes, so you hit your time button. And we'll go right down to 7 minutes. Then we'll go hit the start button. Now it's going to take it a while for that to come up. I'll keep track of it and let you know exactly how long it's going to take. But with as much stuff as in that pot, it's going to take it a few minutes. So we'll be back when it gets close. Okay, now that button back there is getting ready to pop up. It's been 18 minutes since I hit the start button on it. So now this is important if you're planning your meal on about what time you're going to have it ready and everything, because you do have quite a bit of stuff in this pot. So the more stuff you have in it, the longer it takes. And by the way, those rings I showed you a minute ago, those sealer rings, I'll leave a link down below where you can find them. Okay, and now it kind of popped up, and that took 19 minutes exactly. And now, if you're familiar with these cookers like this, you know that these lights still have to run around here for a minute or two before they get really pressurized before it starts cooking. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. You know, so that's the way they just did stuff. And so it'll take a couple of minutes for that to start, and then it'll start counting down to 7 minutes, and I'll let you know when it started. So we'll be back. Okay, that's down to 34 minutes on this 7-minute cook here. Now when it gets down to 0, we're just going to let it sit here for another 10 minutes, let it rest, and let some of that natural steam release, and then we're going to go up there and hit the valve on it. So while y'all have got time, if you can, join our channel and give us a thumbs up. We sure would appreciate it. And thank you very much for watching our videos. And coming up on 5 seconds here. And like I said, when it hits that 0, we're just going to let it sit here for about 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, and we'll be back. Alright, now that's our 10-minute rest here. Let's go back here and flip this valve just see how much steam is left in there. There's still quite a bit of steam left in there. That had a lot of stuff built up in it. Now I don't know, but I've been told by other YouTubers that if you turn the power off, it stops being warm. You know, your warm light goes out here, and it goes ahead and drains down quicker. So, you know, if YouTubers say it to you, it must be true. So we'll be back in a minute when it stops. Okay, and there it went. Just as I hit the button, it fell down. So, took about another 6 or 7 minutes to do that. So you're talking about 45 minutes from the time you put that in the pot, hit the start button, to the time we take this lid off. Okay, now we're getting ready to take this lid off here, and I know everyone knows this, but like I said anyway, when you take this lid up, make sure you turn it away from your face, because if you let that steam come up and hit you in the face, it doesn't feel very good. Turn it counterclockwise, up and away from your face, and now it looks good, good. Get my little thing here to get spaghetti out with. Oh yeah. Huh. Look at that. This is going to be so good, I hope. I don't see how it can be bad. Everything in it is great. You know, so let me get me a little scoop here. And now you notice with the spaghetti, there's none of that stuck together in big blobs or nothing, you know. So, now if it, oh wait a minute, let me move the camera. And if you're worried about it being a little too juicy, if you just let it set for a while, it'll stiffen right up, and you think you got way too much soupy spaghetti right now. Well, this is good the way it is anyway. But if you just let it set for a few minutes, it'll stiffen right up. Now, I've got me some of my plate right here. And by the way, you be careful the way you sling this stuff around, because that spaghetti sauce don't like to come out real easy. So now I'm going to take this little bit I got here. I just got a little bit out so I could go ahead and take a bite of it pretty quick. I'll take some of this Kraft Parmesan grated cheese and put it all over it. Make it look like snow on the mountain. Like that. Now, I'll let it cool just a minute and get me a fork in there, and I'll be back in a second or two. Alright, now it's cooled down for a minute or two. Let's see how it is here. Looks good though. It's still hot, hot. Okay, now that's delicious right there. I hope you give it a try sometime. There's a little difference now with whole grain spaghetti and a bison in it instead of ground beef. But you know, you can change and not have the whole grain, and or the bison, either one. Just use ground beef and regular spaghetti. But this is really good, and it has to be a little bit better for you, you know. So give it a try. Like I said, you know, you might really like it, you know. So until next time, hope you enjoyed this little video like I enjoyed making it for you, and hope you come back and see us real soon. If you can, give us a thumbs up and join our channel. We sure would appreciate it. And thanks again for watching. Goodbye now.